Okay, so in our previous classes, we discussed about the overall MM overview. Okay, then type of data and what is the project methodology gets used during the implementation. In the previous class, we discussed about the creation of an organization element, that is plant code, storage location code, purchase organization, and how they are assigned to each other. Okay, now till now our primary configuration is over. Now let's do one thing. Let's go to SAP and create a material master. Okay, meanwhile, in any case, if we need any specific configuration, then we will do it. Can I kill this, huh?
Yeah, I'm using it, so you can take it. Perfect.
Okay. So if you remember, I told you for the creation, there is what is the logic of creation, change, and display T code. So MM01 is a T code which is used for Material Master creation. Okay. So I simply go to MM01. Now in this, if you remember, I told you that there are two type of number ranges: internal number ranges or external number ranges. Right? In case of internal number ranges, there is no need to give any number here, material, any code. System would automatically pick up its number as per the range defined. Okay. And the next one is an industry sector. As explained you earlier, there are some industry which need some specific setup. Let's say, typically pharma, chemical, and all these companies, there is no specific setup required. However, some company, let's say if a company is making some defense related equipment, okay, then they may need some specific setup. So that's why this industry sector is important. So okay, I'll simply take one basic industry sector, that is, it could be mechanical, then material type. Okay, I explained you that there are different type of material available.
Right.
Raw material, okay, spare part, finished product, and semi-finished product. And why we need this segregation? Because we want to have a separate number ranges for our materials, first thing, or sometime different material need a different setup. Let's say raw material need a procurement related setup. However, finished product needs your production and sales related setup, right? And according to the material type, system proposes here the our views. What is the meaning of view? Suppose after putting this mechanical as an industry sector and material type ARSA, it is spare part. Okay. So if I click enter, if I press enter, see, system is proposing me that these many views are available. Okay. Now sometimes the sales view gets common for spare part also. Suppose you have procured any spare part from outside market for your own consumption, but after some time that particular spare part gets old, okay, and it is no longer of your use, then you may sell it. Okay, so that's why sales view is coming here, typically for all input material. When I say input material, means it is your raw material and your spare part. This comes under the input material. Typically in input material, sales view is not required. However, the example which I gave you, if you want to sell it in a future, then only you need a sales related setup. And suppose you have created material, and after that, if you want to extend view, then that is also possible. Now, first create one material, then we will try to extend another view. Okay. So basic data 1, basic data 2, these are a common view which tell us about the common feature of material. Then I'm skipping the sales part now. Purchasing view, purchasing foreign trade import, purchase order text, purchasing foreign trade import. It is simply, I don't know whether in your area this HSN code is, you are using HSN code or not.
Yeah,
Here,
we use.
so that HSN code mapping, we need this import related data, either import or export, whatever is applicable. So this is input material, so import is applicable, right? If it is your finished product, then you may be doing export also. Okay. Then MRP is, I explained you that this is related to the material requirement planning, minimum stock planning of a store. Then here we have a general plant data storage. So these two views are related to the storage, how we are going to store this material. Okay. Then warehouse.
Can you remind
Sorry.
us what does the view mean? Like if this is a view, like I missed it, I think.
Sorry.
What does view mean? Like what
View
happens
means,
with the view?
see, view means this, under this view, there are different type of fields available.
Oh, okay, okay,
So
okay.
it is simply a group of different fields. Suppose in a Material Master, there are 1000 fields. Okay. So it is very difficult to segregate these fields. Now, that's why a group is been created
Okay.
of a same kind of field. Let's say in case of procurement, in this view, purchasing view, all the procurement related fields will come.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's like a template.
It is a template.
Hmm.
Then quality view we may or may not require. Accounting view. Okay. Now I'm clicking here, organization level. See, if you remember, I told you Material Master is a plant dependent data, right? So here system will ask you that for which plant you are going to create this material. Okay. So our
Correct.
plant code was NJ01. The storage location. There are multiple storage location we have created here. So in this storage location, SB01, CTRW, all these storage location, you can choose as per your requirement. If you click here, it will also propose you the complete list of storage location available in your plant. Okay, this is plant. This is the relevant storage location. So I'm putting RM01 as one storage location. Now I'm pressing enter. Okay. Now see, this template now will pop up. It's simply a group of fields. Okay, so as I told you, basic data 1, basic data 2, this is primarily tell us about the basic information of material, or we can say this particular view tell us about, it is not dependent on any other view. If we maintain any detail in basic data 1 and basic data 2, it will be common for all the plant.
Mhm.
Okay, as I mentioned, Material Master is a plant dependent data. It means for one plant, let's say I have a one plant as a NJ01, another plant as a NJ02. Okay, so in few cases, let's say in case of purchasing, in case of my MRP, there could be different setup for different plant. That is NJ01 and NJ02. However, the basic information will remain same. What is the basic information? Material name. So let's say I'm giving
Correct.
this material as a one name, bearing 6210. This is my material code name. Okay, so this will remain same whether I'm using this material in my NJ01 plant or NJ02 plant. Then come base unit of measurement. This is a unit of measurement in which you are going to handle this material. Okay, there are different type of unit of measurement like order unit of measurement, inventory unit of measurement, and base unit of measurement. So there are standard base unit of measurement available here. Okay, All these are square inch, kg, number. All these are standard base of unit available in SAP. Then material group. If you remember, I told you that if you have thousands of material, and if you want to get any report, let's say if you want to get a report of all the bearings, okay, so it is very difficult. Every time you have to search this bearing code, and you have to key in that code in your report. Instead of that, what you can do, you can create one group of material so that your reporting will be made easy or searching will be made easy. Suppose if you want to search all the bearings, so instead of going by text name, you can straight away go search by your material group. Okay. So see here, if I click here, and all these material groups are already available in this client. However, if you want to create a new material group, if you find this blank page sign, it means you can do the configuration from here itself. Okay, so suppose if I click here, continue without specifying project. Okay. See, here under the Material Master, define material group is available. So if I click here, it will straight away take me to the material group configuration setup, right? So I'm clicking here. Let's say I want to create my own material group called this is a free text. Okay, you can give any text. Then you can also provide some authorization group. When I say authorization, mean on basis of this, you can do some restriction. Suppose Kamal is allowed it for this bearing group, however, Kona is not allowed it. Okay, so this is a authorization group. Primarily, it is done by the basis consultant. You can also give another description. There are two options available. You can provide it two description here as per your need. Just press enter and save it. See, this is request.
So right now we are just creating a material group and we can put material names later, right?
Yeah. Okay, now if you close this, you simply go back from here itself. Okay. It will take you to the Material Master screen. Okay. So,
What is the yellow button for? The
which
green is
one?
for going back. The top.
This one.
Yeah, all yellow and green. Yeah, this one. Correct.
This is exit.
Exit. Okay.
Okay. So, in Material Group, all these groups are available. I can straight away search, Control F, normal way. Okay. If you want to search it again, then simply use this find next. Okay. In this way, you can search. So this is a searching. This is a material group what we created NJBL pairing. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, apart from this, see these two information is mandatory. If you see here, if this sort of sign come, it means this is a mandatory field. I have to maintain data in that. Okay. Other
The
fields are not.
yellow.
This is not yellow. I have selected it. That's why it is coming. Is
Okay,
showing
okay,
yellow.
okay.
If you click on that field, it is simply highlighting.
Hmm.
An old material number, if you are using any legacy system and if you want to keep any, sometime what happen, not in legacy system, suppose in a project also one company is using alphanumeric codes. Okay. And just to standardize as per the international standard, they want to move from alphanumeric to numeric code. Okay. So for that purpose, their current team is very comfortable with the old code because they are using since long time. Okay.
Mhm.
So, and that's why here is one option, old material code. If you have a old material code, then you can enter here. So, say what system will do? System will allow you to search this material through old as well as new code. External material group. Sometime when we procure a material from outside markets, so our suppliers also maintain some material group at their end. Okay. So, or a kind of categorization of a material at their end. So you can also mention that external categorization in SAP if it is required.
For the material group, right?
Yeah. Okay. Then this I am not taking now. I'll explain you to next one. Okay. Material group status. This simply tell us about the blocking or not blocking. Okay. Then this particular thing, gross weight, net weight, volume, size, and EN category. Okay, now these all are a dimension related thing. Okay, sometime we'll be handling material in terms of bags, in terms of cartons. Okay, so that time we need this gross weight, net weight, volume, and all that. Okay, and why we need this? See, this is a basic data. One is a common view. It is not dependent on any type of material, whether it is a finished product or a spare part. Basic data will remain as it is. So this particular thing, gross weight, net weight, volume, is required. First thing, if you are dealing with the finished product, and let's say your finished product is in terms of carton. Okay. So your sale unit is in carton. However, your dispatch unit, you will be dispatching material through truck. So obviously you are going to weight it. So it is a kind of ratio between your carton and number of carton and the weight. Okay. So for that purpose, you can mention here is a gross weight, net weight column, and volume is also required for your planning. Now, this volume may be required for your internal planning. Internal planning means everybody wants to use the space smartly. Okay, so you have a one warehouse, you want to know how much, what is its capacity. So its capacity is generally considered in terms of area. Okay, so just to check whether that particular, how many cartons my warehouse can hold, this volume is required. Okay, though
So
it is
what
not
will we write?
mandatory.
What will we write here? Suppose gross weight. What is the value that we'll put in this field?
See, it is based on, see, it is again based on
So
your,
suppose it is cartons. Should I write cartons here?
no, that I'll tell you, that I'll tell you. This, see, suppose this unit of measurement is carton. Okay.
Right.
So one is a full weight of carton, another is a empty weight of carton.
Okay.
So in a gross weight, your material plus carton weight will come, and in a net weight, only material weight will come.
Okay.
Okay, and here you can also maintain the weight unit. See, this particular unit is no longer applicable here. If you want to use it, you can use it. But if you want, let's say I mention here 12 is my gross weight, 10 is my net weight. Okay, net weight will always be lesser than gross weight. And what is the unit of measurement? So I can mention kg as a unit of measurement here. So
Okay.
this
Okay.
is a weight of unit. This is a, for my handling purpose, this unit of measurement is applicable.
Hmm. So we are creating a material code actually, right? That's what you.
Correct.
And this comes in which material group? NJ beer. Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine.
Okay, then EA number. Okay, every metal is identified by either EN or UPC number. So you can, if you have that number, you can straight away mention that number here so that that number will be picked up during your some statutory requirement. Okay, now.
Amit, unit of measurement we can, I mean, we can, you mentioned numbers. So we can give all the multiple kgs, lbs numbers at
Anything,
one field.
anything, anything.
Anything. And I mean one in one. I mean one place we can give you a lot of multiple, right?
Here, the
Oh,
base unit of measurement will remains on one only.
number only. Okay.
Okay, you can mention the conversion. I'll tell you now. So this is a basic data. Now, suppose if this material is primarily it is in cartons. Okay, and let's
Okay.
say that 10 carton will make 1 metric ton. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
this is a ratio between carton and your weight unit. So for that purpose, here we have an option called additional data.
Okay.
Under the additional data, here we have a unit of measurement where we can mention the ratio.
Okay.
Let's say I can mention here 10 carton, 10.
So cartons always comes with a number, right? It's not comes under kgs.
But you can mention the alternate, na? The way I'm doing. Let's say 10 kg equals to one number.
Oh, okay. Okay. Understood.
Okay. So in that way, you can even maintain the multiple also. Let's say one carton, I don't know what is the carton unit of measurement. Let's search. Box.
Actually, okay.
One box equals to, let's say, one box equals to
Oh, one box equal to 1 kilo. You can mention that.
hmm. So in that way, you can maintain multiple conversion here. So what
Okay.
system will do whenever you are processing your requirement at that time, system will check here. Suppose if you maintain during the order, if you maintain instead of number, you maintain 1 carton or 1 kg. So system
Okay.
will convert according to this setup.
Okay. Whenever creating master data, we can give one input. It's a kg or number or anything. So after that, the end user is he's chance to change. He is unable to change the material. I mean unit of measurement.
No. I mean, see, base unit of measurement you can give, and you
Okay.
can also maintain the convergence. Okay.
Okay.
End user will be able to allow it in this particular conversion or base unit of measurement, whatever you have mentioned. They
Okay.
cannot give unit of measurement as per their choice.
Oh, okay. Okay. So whatever the material, I mean MB you are creating, right? So you mentioned some specifics. It's LBs, kgs, or something. So he's end user. He's not unable to change, right? Okay, understood. Sorry.
No.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is a base unit of measurement here. We have seen that a base unit of measurement can be given here, and the alternate or the conversion can also be maintained here.
Okay.
Okay. Now, under the basic data 2, this basic data 2 is primarily for some, you can say it is an industry specific. Okay.
Okay.
When I say industry specific, mean this here you can see that here environment related information is coming. So if you are using the environment module of SAP, then this particular setup is required. Otherwise, it is not required. Now, if I press enter, it will automatically jump to the next one. So what we selected next as a purchasing view. So for procurement, this is the most important view. Okay. So as you can see, the base unit of measurement number gets copied automatically from basic data one. However, I have another option here to maintain the order unit. It is possible that your order unit, your base unit is different. Okay. So if you want to keep as it is, there is no change required. Your order unit and base unit will always be NO. Then you can keep it blank. System will by default take up number is a base unit. However, let's say here, box is my order unit. Okay. And in the last screen, the conversion ratio between box and number we already maintained under this additional data. Okay. So at the time of purchase order creation, you can either choose number or you can choose box. Okay. Now, next one comes is now see, when we talk about the procurement, somebody should be made responsible, like who is going to procure this material. Typically, in a purchase department, every buyer has a one role. Let's say I am responsible for electrical item, Kona is responsible for mechanical item, Kamal is responsible for some steels. So how this gets determined? So in Material Master, when we create a Material Master, this purchasing group play an important role. Basically, this purchasing group fix up a responsibility. So whatever purchasing group we entered here, this group will automatically come in our purchase acquisition. Okay. So there are again this purchasing group. This simply name of person, as you can see. Okay. This is because we have copied from a different plant. So these many names are coming. If you want to create your own name, so simply go to SPRO. SPRO for organization element creation, we have used this. Reference IMG. Under this, here we have a Material Master. Under this, create purchase group. See, if you find it difficult, you can straight away search on Google, like what is a T code or what is a path. Typically, if you want to go by this path, then it is called SPRO path. Okay. Or if you want straight away T code, so you can type what is a T code for purchase group creation. So, I mean, it will tell you and you can use it. So, create purchase group. So, I'm creating a two purchase group. Let's say N01 is a one purchase group for Kamal. You can give us some detail like number and all that here. Okay. Email address. And there should be some pattern. Okay. So to make our searching easy, I'm using N as a prefix. Okay. And I saved it. Okay. Now if I go back to this SAP screen, this too will be available to me along with this. Let's say in find, I'll straight away go and type N01. Oh, I pressed enter, so it took my turn. Okay, N01 is my purchasing group. Okay. Now here, plant specific material status. Now see, if you remember last time I told you that when we deal with the material, so it is not like that all our material is always in the active mode. Sometime we have to block our material for either for a temporary purpose or permanent purpose. Reason could be anything. Suppose if a material is obsolete, you are using that particular material since long, but now that material is obsolete and another version is available. It is applicable primarily in the IT item or instrumentation item or electrical related item. So what do you want? You want that you should block this item in a system so that there won't be any purchase acquisition in future because user is not aware whether this material is obsolete or not. So you can do blocking of a material by using this purchase specific material status. Okay. Now there are different type of blocking available. One is that you want to block material for a procurement. If you block material for procurement, then nobody will be allowed it to create a purchase acquisition. First. Second, when we talk of material, so in our industry, material is required in each and every area. Okay. So one area block for procurement, another area block for BOM. Means in production process also, if a material is somebody is using this material, so I want that this material should be blocked for production process. So for that production process means blocked for taskless and BOM. Okay. Similarly, suppose you want that you have a one material which is laying with you since let's say 300 days. Okay. It means it will increase your inventory carrying cost. Nobody wants to hold the material in the warehouse. Everybody want that if I need a material, I'll purchase it and I'll immediately consume it. Otherwise, it will block my fund. Okay. Suppose a material, as I told you, a material is laying since 300 days. So it is blocking your inventory. Your management has decided that first we will clear out that inventory, then only we will allow the fresh procurement. Okay. So in that case, what you can do, you will block the material for procurement. However, this material will be allowed it for inventory management. Inventory management means this material issue is allowed it within your organization. Okay. Similarly, just opposite is also possible. You want to block material for inventory management. When I say inventory management means there won't be any receipt, there won't be any issue, there won't be any transfer of a particular material. Where this is applicable, typically when you want to scrap any material. Okay. So in that case, you decided that this particular material, let's take another same example, 300 days aging. And after 300 days, let's say perishable life is over, that it is not safe to use that material now because it is expired. It could be a chemical, it could be a drug, it could be any additive. Okay. So in that case, typically we simply transfer that material from one location to another location. Okay. And that particular location is used to dispose the material. Okay. So for that case, what we can do, we can block material for inventory management. Means if somebody wants to create some reservation or store issue voucher in system, then system won't allow to create that reservation because that particular material is already expired. So for this type of blocking is available. At the time of material creation, this blocking is not required because we want to use this material for procurement. Okay. So as we move forward, when we go to the inventory management, we will block that material and I'll show you that what is the implication of a blocking. But yes.
But is the material that is expired not in the transaction data? Because while we are creating the material code, for example, there were red capsules, and I'm telling you a real example. Now, color red in a capsule is banned very recently, a month ago, in USA. So maybe other part of the world. So now this code has been created, but nobody will be able to audit because policy is that this red capsule are banned. Maybe the ban gets uplifted after 6 months, but nobody can order that. So that I agree. But if it is white capsule which is expired, then also isn't that a transaction data?
No. See, the example which I gave you, let's say white capsule is it is allowed it to procure white capsule, right?
Correct.
But let's say you have a tons of white capsule laying in your industry, in your factory. Your
Right.
inventory is very high. So you simply want to block the white capsule procurement for your own purpose because you already have inventory. That's why.
I get it.
Okay. So this way, this is an option we have. Plant specific material status. Then this purchasing value we explained you in last class also whenever we procure something in the purchase order we mentioned one delivery date and if you want to send some sort of reminder about delivery to the supplier, like your delivery is about to come, be ready for dispatches. And suppose,
Correct. I
okay,
remember.
for that purpose, this purchasing value key is used. Simply, it tells us about how much, since how many days, for how many days you need a reminder. So here we have many options available. You can send a reminder -10. -10 means if it is post delivery date. Okay, so it will go plus transmit is prior to delivery date. Okay, so I simply choose this. We will use this in our classes. So at that time, it will make you more clear. Along with this delivery reminders, okay, there is a concept of under delivery and over delivery tolerance that I already explained you that. It is not necessary that you'll always get whatever you have ordered in an exact quantity. Sometime it would be less, sometime it could be on a higher side. Typically, it happen in case of a weight-related item. I mean, item which you are going to procure on basis of weight. So, if my order says 10 ton, 10 metric ton, and if I receive an item of 10.1 metric ton, and in absence of over delivery, under delivery to over delivery tolerance, system won't permit me the GRN. Okay, so typically for this case, we keep a 10% tolerance. Let's say that up to 10% of order quantity system would allow. Okay, it could vary for material to material or company to company. Okay. Then here another important thing is GR processing time. If you know that whenever a material come to your shop floor or your store department, they are not going to punch the GRN on an immediate basis because they have so many material coming day in, day out. Na? So there is a one KPI, key performance indicator, which says that a GRN should be made within 2 days of a material receipt in your organization. So this is a standard time, what we can mention, GR processing time. And GR processing time has a role in your planning also. When we go for a production planning module, PP module, in PP module, if you want, suppose they need a material on a particular day. Okay, so let's say 10 days is my procurement lead time and 2 day is a GR processing time, a time required by stores department. Okay, so the total lead time after that would be 12 days because for a production person, material should be available at his shop floor. Where it is laying in a store or it is ordered, it doesn't make any difference to them. Okay, so this is a standard time which we entered here. Then this automatic PO, I am also marking this automatic PO. I will
So
explain you.
suppose we put 2 days, then how the system will get to know the material has been received?
When you make a
GRN
G,
process.
see there is a before GRN there is a one practice called rough receipt RR,
Okay.
or sometime it is also called as a gate entry.
Hmm.
This is a -1 step of your GRN. It
Oh,
happened
RR.
before your GRN. Okay, so
Rough receipt.
automatic PO I ticked here that we will see how this automatic PO process work. This is a one complete different process, a new canvas, as well as if you want that your material should be handled in batches. Okay, then you can make this in checkbox enable. Now here advantage or disadvantage is that if you make your if you active this batch management once, then you cannot deactivate it. Okay, simply the batch management, because see, what is the purpose of batch? Batch is simply used first to identify. Okay, second, it is very much important for your perishable item because you have a same item with you. Okay, but under the 1,000 batches, and every batch is having its own shelf life. So this is first for the identification purpose, batch management is required. Second, to control your shelf life. And third important thing is your valuation of a material. Why valuation? Suppose today you procured a one particular batch at the cost of 100 rupees. Okay. Tomorrow, the same material you will be purchasing at the cost of 120. Okay. So one way is that either you configure your system in a way that first purchase on the 100, second on 120. So system will do the moving average, weighted average. Okay. And let's say it comes 110. This is a one method, which is very common in practice. Another method, we call it batch specific valuation, or the technical term for that is a split valuation. Means every batch will have its own value. So as I given you example, batch 1 100, batch 2 120. So when I consume that material, let's say I consume the batch number 2, and if I'm going for a batch specific valuation, then my expense will be booked by 120 because my batch value is 120. Okay. In other case, the example which this is simply a batch specific valuation. Other case where I'm not going for a batch specific valuation. I simply want to go for a weighted average method. I received one quantity at 100 rupees, other one quantity at 120. So weighted average would come 110. So whether I issue or use first batch or second batch, my value will my expense will be booked by 110 only. Okay, this is again a one topic that we will see. Now this is a foreign trade import. The what I told you here. This is if you are using HSN codes here, so you can maintain HSN code here. Then come your purchase order text. Purchase order text tell us about the complete specification of a product. If you remember, I told you here in this description, we can simply use 40 character. Okay, we cannot go beyond the 40 character. However, here there is no limit. And whatever you type here, this will be a part of your purchase order. You must
So
have seen.
the moment that's the reason the moment PR is created, automatically this text comes up, and when I make the PO, then also it picks the same text, and I'm surprised sometimes. So this is
No, this is
already
through
been
Material
fed.
Master only. This is through Material Master only.
Got it.
Then comes your MRP. Okay, MRP, again, I'm simply mentioning here few important thing related to the procurement, because first we will see the first plain vanilla procurement cycle. Then we will go to the MRP. So simply I am putting a thing which is related to MRP here. Okay, MRP planning, it is I explained you that there are MRPs applicable in two areas. One is in production planning, which is sales and operation planning, demand management planning. Second is in store area, where you keep a minimum stock level of a particular item. This is called reorder level planning. Okay. So in a reorder level planning, suppose if I go by reorder level planning, so this is a reorder level planning. So I have to give some reorder. Let's say 10 is my reorder level. Okay. So whenever my stock fall below to that 10 number, system will automatically generate one procurement proposal. When I say procurement proposal, means it is PR in this case. Okay. When I entered, so now it will ask me so many things. If I say it is a reorder based planning, so it will ask me what is your reorder. It will ask me MRP controller. The way purchasing group is a person responsible for procurement, in a similar way, MRP controller is a person responsible for this MRP. Or it is a person in a store department who is responsible for this particular item inventory. Okay. Then next comes the lot size. I mean, you understand it very well. Lot size is it is your MOQ or sometimes EOQ also, minimum order quantity or economic order quantity. Okay, you want to suppose you have a one material code called pencil. Okay, your minimum lot size is of 10 number, And today, your current inventory position is 9 number. It means there is a shortage of one quantity. Now, what system will do? System will generate a one purchase requisition of a one quantity. But this one pencil, it is not viable to purchase a one pencil from market. It could be either it is not available in market in terms of one pencil, or it is not economical viable to purchase this item. Okay, so for that purpose, we use concept of lot size. Here, we can give lot for lot, means whatever lot a system is generating as a shortage, I'll simply going to purchase this, or I can go for some fixed lot size. Let's say I entered fixed lot size. So what is asking me? Give me the fixed lot number. So let's say I entered fixed lot number 5. In this case, when system run the MRP, same example, 10 is a reorder level, 9 is current inventory. There is a shortage of one quantity. Okay. So typically what system should do, system should generate a PR for one number, but because my lot size is fixed, my EOQ or MOQ is fixed. So instead of one number, system would generate a PR for 5 quantity. Okay.
Okay.
Then here, another important thing is a planned delivery time. Planned delivery time is simply lead time. You must have seen that whenever you receive a purchase requisition, in that purchase requisition, delivery date is mentioned automatically. That delivery date, typically system calculate this delivery date from here. Let's say if I mention here 6 days as a lead time. What is this lead time? This is procurement lead time. Okay. So, and today, if somebody create a purchase requisition, today is 21st for me. So system would automatically calculate the delivery date as a 27th. Okay.
Yeah, it happens.
Okay. Now this 27th is to be accepted or not. This is again matter, because sometimes company do the standardization that whatever delivery lead time maintained in system, everybody has to follow it. Nobody will be allowed it to change it. Or sometimes company is allowed to change the people. Like if it is proposing 27, a person can change it to the 25th or 2nd of the March. Then this one, our quality management. Quality management simply when we procure a material, now either that material will be subjected to quality or not. Means we need a user acceptance here or not. Okay. So if we need a user acceptance here, we'll simply post material to inspection. Means after GRN, this material will go to the inspection. Once user will approve the inspection, then only we will transfer material from inspection stock to unrestricted stock. Unrestricted stock means this is a free stock. Anybody can use it. If material is in the inspection stock, then it will display you that you have this much of quantity, but you won't be allowed it to use it because this material is yet not inspected, or user hasn't certified that this material is free from any defect. Then this valuation class, this valuation class, as I told you earlier also, whenever we are making any posting in SAP, every time it is going to hit the financial ledger. So which financial ledger is to be hit? In this case, this determined based on valuation class. So that, I mean, we'll see the separate configuration for that. And another important thing here is a price control. Okay, there are two type of price control available in SAP. One is called S, second is V. S means standard price. Standard price means this price is fixed. This standard price is used for finished product. If you create a finished product, then you have to choose a standard price, because in PP there is one concept of product costing. So for product costing purpose, we always keep a fixed price. However, for all input material, okay, the price would be on V, means moving average price. The example which I recently gave, one material you are procuring at the 100, another is you are procuring at 120. Okay, so whenever you procure material and when you take a GRN, system will do the moving average of a price and copy that price here, or it gets updated automatically. Let's say initially I give one price 100. Suppose after in the next class we will create one purchase order, let's say of the 120. Okay, then this system will automatically revise this price from 100 to 120. Why? Because at the time of issue, when I issue the material, then I'm also booking my expenses. So at that time, how much money I have incurred. Okay, for that purpose, we needed some price datum. So that price datum system pick up from here. Now that's it. I saved it. So you can see this particular material is created. Okay. Now quickly I tell you, this is very simple. You can create your own material. Simply just watch this video. Suppose how many materials I have in my plant. So for that, simply go to MM60 as a one T code. And instead of giving material code, you can straight away give your plant code, material type, material group. Okay. So let's say my plant code is NJ01. So I'm putting NJ01 as a one plant code. And I simply execute this. So it will give me the list of all material available with me. So see, this two material is available with my plant, NJ01. One is this one, second is this one. Okay.
Okay.
So,
okay, Amit.
You just try to create a few material code randomly, whatever you like, whatever you want to punch, anything. Okay. So we will further use those material codes in our process. So tomorrow, this material code we have. Okay. Tomorrow we'll see the vendor code. Okay. So we'll have a material code, vendor code means we have a basic master data ready. Then we will go to the different business processes. Okay.